Hey, what's up? It's time for more One Piece. This is episodes 564, 565, and 566. Just doing 3 episodes today. I think in a week's time, we're finishing this arc, right? In a week's time, I think I should say. I should add that little S at the end there so that people think I'm educated. But yeah, I believe next week is the like, I think we have after this video, 2 more videos of this. So I'm really excited because like I feel like that means we're really getting to the end, you know? Like it's hard to tell when exactly, like how much stuff the bad guy stuff is gonna happen for in arcs generally, because sometimes, you know, the villain parts can go to the very end of the arc, and sometimes it's like the villain parts get wrapped up, you know, quite early, and then you have a lot of episodes of other stuff happening before we move on to the next arc. Like I'm pretty sure Water 7 did that, you know, like Ennis Lobby, where, you know, it went until a certain episode, and then after Ennis Lobby there was a bunch of other episodes where like Garp came around and they were doing other stuff and they had to recruit Franky. There was lots of stuff going on there, and same with after Marineford. I mean, it could have just had Marineford and then that ends, and then we move on to the next, you know, saga or whatever. But it had Marineford, and then it was Luffy, you know, being sad for a bit, and then we had some backstory, and then some other Marineford stuff. Like there was so much other stuff that happened. So I wonder, like, if, you know, it could be possible that in this video or the next video, you know, we wrap it up earlier rather than later. But also it could be possible that, like, we're still gonna be fighting until next week at the same time. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's watch the dang episodes. Make sure to support the videos if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account, please. Go over there to my Patreon account and join there if you like supporting me, if you like these videos, if you want more of these videos, if you want more of these reactions. I have the full-length versions of the reactions over there, as well as early access. You can get the next 20 or so episodes on there right now, which means we're definitely in the next arc on my Patreon account. So go check that out. And you can also join my YouTube membership down below with the little join button. And if you join that, you get access to 2 edited videos early videos. So I think that would be the end of the arc, actually. So you could also get the edited versions by joining below, and some other stuff, you know, emotes and little icons next to your name and other great stuff. So go check all that out. But otherwise, let's just jump into this episode. This is episode 564 of One Piece. Woo! Break up, romance, start! Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is the recap Rubik's. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. Alright, that's the cube complete. Let's see if I can do the second cube. If I can complete the second cube, it's called a 2-cube cap, a 2-cube recap. Oh, I was close. I was very close to doing the second cube, but not quite. Not quite. I wonder how did the fishmen take that? Are they gonna see through this? It's a cautionary tale of not letting your hatred control you. Yeah. What's this voice? This is really kind of how kids take things in. Like, they don't really understand why their parents are so hateful, but they'll follow along with it because that's what the adults are saying. And they want to feel like an adult. Yeah. He starts to say that, and then everyone agrees because it's like, oh, look how cool it is. And of course, when you look up to Arlong as well. There's the hatred being passed down. Oh, I do like the effect on that voice. Aww. Oh. That's a cool look as well. There's some cool looks, cool imagery in this episode. Man, them wearing like hoods, you know, and holding fires and stuff reminds me a bit of the KKK. Could very well be intentional, you know, intentional parallels. I need a hero. If Arlong does a karaoke version of I Need a Hero, not Arlong, Hordy, then that would be sick. And they get so much pleasure out of all this sadness. Oh, I loved otohime. Luffy keeps like giving him that look. What is that look? Is it just him being sad about Hordy and what he is? Aww. He shouldn't feel bad about anything. He's done so much good. Oh. Yep. Oh god, it's so depressing. Of course, it'd be hard to get rid of it completely. No. Damn, it's cool of him to take responsibility for this, but I don't think he needs to. It is kind of wild that they hate humans so much they're about to wipe out basically all their own people. To, like, just because they hate humans, you know? But it makes sense in a weird way. Holy shit! Reset our history to 0 is so cool. That is great, but isn't the Noah part of the history? Does that mean you can destroy the Noah? I mean, it's also part of the future, so I don't know. Okay, that doesn't look big enough. Oh, no, now it does. I like how whenever they're in dire straits and then they hear Luffy's voice, they're all happy. Especially Nami. I always like seeing Nami smile when Luffy comes back. It's so cute. Oh, they're all so hyped. Damn. Alright. Get in there. Oh, he's so cute. It's like she's got him in a Pokeball. Oh, the music. Yep. Oh! Whoa! That's kind of cool, Chopper. Damn. Ow, yeah, that looks painful. Aww. He's so cute. Alright, Zoro. Oh. Nice. Whoa! Breaking his swords. Oh! What a line! You're not even able to kill my boredom. Very nice. That was a pretty good episode. It didn't make much progress. That was the like disadvantage of it. Is it felt like the first 15 minutes or so of the episode were like, it was showing us new stuff technically, but it was going over kind of the same themes that we already showed in the last episode. But I think that's also kind of the disadvantage of the way I do videos, is I will watch an episode and then I'll spend like a long time talking about the episode, and then I watch an episode and spend a long time talking about it. I say a long time, it's not really that long, but I spend time talking about it and diving into the themes. And because of that, you know, I do kind of come to the same like conclusions that they come to in this episode. So I guess in that way, you know, like for me, it's even more repetitive because I watched the previous episode and then I talked about these themes, and then I just watched One Piece say similar things to what I said for 15 minutes. So I guess that is a bit of a reason why. But for sure, like if I was watching this weekly and I watched this episode and that was the only episode that I had for the week, I would be kind of sad because it would be like, well, I didn't get much in this episode, you know, until the last like couple minutes where things were actually progressing. But still, there was some cool stuff in this episode overall. I do like the I really do like the themes of this arc. And as I was saying last episode, I do think the Hordy quote unquote twist does work nicely, and like I'm quite engaged by it. I do think that's really cool and great. And funnily enough, like the fact that kind of everyone on this island now is against Hordy because he showed how just horrible he is and that he's willing to murder everyone. The Straw Hats beating Hordy, I think, will be a moment of everyone kind of seeing their hatred be taken down in front of them, you know? And I think it will go a long way for helping relations between humans and fishmen. So, I mean, Luffy might cure racism here, which is amazing. That's a great thing to tackle. And I also love the line of like, we don't need our past, reset our history to 0. I love that. That's such a cool line, because it's just, he's just like looking back on it and he's like, the more like, you know, people care about their history and their past, and it's like a very important thing to people, and it's like the tradition and, you know, the people that we had back then, and like the legend of Fisher Tiger and Otohime's speeches and all of that is all part of our past, and obviously we cherish that and we love that. But at the same time, if we keep holding on to that past, we also find ourselves holding on to the grudges that we have there and the hatred that we have there. So it actually would maybe be better if we wiped ourselves clean and started fresh, because then we won't have that horrible hatred continuing to fester and grow stronger. And it is really interesting how they're not like, Oda very well could have had this theme be, okay, it's about racism and about fishmen being, you know, having their hatred of humans. So they could have had the stakes be, if the Straw Hats fail, they take out a lot of humans, or all humans, or whatever, you know? Like, they do something horrible to humans. But actually, for it to be, the fishmen have this horrible grudge against humans, so if the Straw Hats fail, they will take out most fishmen, or at least, like, most of them on this island. Like, that is a big thing, and that actually does an interesting thing with the theme of that, like, your own hatred is as damaging to you and your people as it is to the people that you hate. Which is true, you know? Like, a lot of the time when there are people who are so, like, they have so much hatred in their hearts, it hurts the greater group of people. Like it could, because the like other groups essentially use that as ammunition against him. I mean, I'm saying this as I'm a white man, mostly white, and I recognize and understand that a lot of people will are frustrated with white men because there's a lot of hatred that comes from a lot of us, you know. And I think as a teen, that used to frustrate me. I was I was someone who found myself being annoyed that, you know, that white men were generalized, and that being a man, I felt like people were, when they would say oh, men are like this and men are like that, I would get frustrated and I would get sad. But once I worked through that and I worked through those emotions, I came out the other side going, no, you know what? I get it. there's a lot that comes from us that is pretty fucking awful. And genuinely, all I can do is be the best person that I can be and help out people where I can help. And if people start to say stuff against men or white people or anything else that I fall under, straight people, then that's fine, because I don't need to take offense to something when I'm still trying my best, and I get why they feel that way. And so, you know, I also poke fun at my own people, because there's a lot of hatred out there in the world, and I think it's best to allow those people to find some sort of comfort in the world, you know. So yeah, I was going somewhere with that, and I got caught up in it. So it doesn't matter. Point is, I like the idea that it's spiraling and hurting your own people. The point I was making was that I am, you know, I went through that pain when I was a teen of I felt bad for being a man, I felt bad for being white, and I was angry at people for making me feel bad for that. But then as I grew up, I realized that's kind of dumb, and the reason I was feeling that way wasn't necessarily because of the people who were you know, calling out that sort of behavior, but rather the people who are white people, who are men, who are straight, who were being sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic, who were holding all these hateful attitudes. They're the real people at fault, you know. And so yeah, I like this idea of your hate will drag you down and drag your people down with you. So it's so much easier to be accepting and be loving and be caring. So, and it will be better for everyone, not just for them, but for you as well. Let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 565 of One Piece. Here we go. It's the sunshine, yon, we go! Okay. Recap Rubik's. And that is the cube complete. Bada! Okay, don't look! This episode's gonna be called Shirahoshi rips Hordy's arm off. The coward mermaid's resolve. Shirahoshi rips Hordy's arm off. That's what the title is. Yeah, well, you can camouflage. He could be anywhere. He's probably gonna be on the ground somewhere, though. Just walk around, you'll find him. Oh no, here he is. Oh my god! He's moving like a, I don't know, an eel? He's a musician. His ears are good. He doesn't, not that he has ears. Come on, Brooke. Here's your moment. Oh! Well, the good news is you can't strangle Brook, I don't think. Oh my god. That can be fixed with some milk, I think. Just some quick calcium. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. Wait, so this is all like part of his power? Yeah. I mean, if you did that on any of the other Straw Hats, that might have worked, but you chose the wrong one. It's your soul. Yeah. Zeo's gimmick is pretty funny. Uh-huh. Okay, cool. So solid? Whoa! Whoa! That's really fucking cool. Wow, Brook's having a good moment here. He heard me many videos ago bad-mouthing him. I feel like you've kind of already proven yourself, Usopp. You're like clearly much stronger. Usopp loves the green stars. He keeps using green stars. No, I don't believe that. And you shouldn't either. He was firing around you. Oh, we're cutting away? We don't even see the result of the trap yet? Oh! Oh! God damn! It's fucking strong. You need to get into the air though, like into the... I feel like you need to get into the arc, the Noah. Yeah, you said. Okay. Alright. Second gear armament. Throw in some third gear while you're at it. Oh, immediately thinks of Ace. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa! That's awesome! It's an Ace-inspired move, Red Hawk. That's so cool. I love that. And it also seems like Sanji's devil foot a little bit, you know? Damn, man! Oh. Hit him into the Noah. Yes, but no. Did he actually? I don't know if he did. Correct. You also have to stop the Noah. I like how she just started swimming and he grabbed on. That's cute. That it really is like the moon coming to crash into Earth. Like it's like a fucking Ocarina of Time. That's the one where the moon crashes into it, right? Oh my god. It's not a great revenge. Humans just keep living and you all die. Oh my god. So you're trying to spur on even more hatred for humans. No, they didn't. Ah! Jesus. No, you're listening to the bad guys. Yeah, do you see any humans doing any shit right now? Good question. They represent humans. Wow, good job, Charlie. Yeah, Brooke. He's being cool right now. I didn't even think about that, how Brooke has the perspective of someone who has died. Whoa. I like the way he delivered that line. Oh, the fucking vibration in his voice right now is so good. Not that you have eyes. I forgot that this was still going on. I think he's fucking with you. Yeah. You don't lie as much anymore. Yeah. But now I can actually do it. Oh my god, Chopper. Yep, it's monster form. Can he control it now? It would be kind of cool if he like gained control of it. Oh, I think he did. He did. Oh my gosh. Good job, Chopper. Yeah, you're still alive, obviously. Jeez, he was really fucking beat up though. Oh god, of course. Just gonna munch down on some Tic Tacs. Ooh. Oh, it's like onto the side though. It's gonna be hard to fight here. There's no way Hordy's still alive after this arc, right? Like, how does this not destroy his body? I really liked that episode. I really liked it. There was a lot of good stuff in here. We had a lot of Brooke in this episode, especially after, you know, as I said a few videos ago, I was like sort of bad-mouthing Brooke. Not because I dislike Brooke. I love Brooke and I love what they're doing with him. I don't have any problems. Like, it's not like when I badmouth Sanji and I like actually had some problems with his writing. But with Brooke, I didn't have any problems with his writing. But I did several videos ago pose the question, like, is he currently the most or the least useful Straw Hat in terms of his role on the crew? And I did get some comments because that video only went up recently-ish when I'm recording this video. I did get some comments of people who disagreed with me and said like listed off basically his accomplishments and stuff. I'm on your side kind of. At the same time, I feel like I don't know. I'm still wavering on it because a lot of people didn't give their idea of, in that case, who is the least useful Straw Hat, you know? The only other name I think I saw there was Chopper. But then, to me, Chopper gets an automatic pass because just being the doctor there, the only doctor there, instantly gives you, like, you are essential to this crew, you know? If you take away the doctor, we're, like, really, really in trouble. So I don't think I could possibly think of Chopper as one of the least useful ones on the crew, in terms of their role. But I will say in this episode, at the very least, we got this episode really gave us some cool Brooke. I really liked it. We got to sort of see into his mindset a little bit. He was doing a lot fewer like Brooke type jokes or whatever, and he was actually giving his opinions on shit, which I really like. I like when Brook speaks openly about things instead of like, I love his jokes and I'm okay if he's mostly a comic relief character, but when he actually does like start speaking truth into things and he starts giving his opinion on things, when Brook actually becomes like an entity that has his thoughts and feelings as part of the crew, he's really great because not only does he have an interesting perspective on things, but also his voice actor is really good at moments like that, like really, really good, because he's got this distinguished tone to him, and that distinguished tone is very good at delivering lines of like, you know, telling people off or getting people into the right gear and getting people into their right priorities. So I really, really enjoy it. I love his voice actor doing stuff like that, and I like that we got a lot of that in this video. But yeah, we also just sort of found out kind of more about his power. It seems like his power actively does make his soul like stronger, have more impact, which is an interesting thing. Like it kind of does. I didn't think they were going to go into it at all, because we saw in a previous episode, like, he can actually have his soul like leave his body and people can see it and all that. But there's also like so much stuff in One Piece that it's like, well, this happens because this is how this world is, and I'm fine with that, but I also just expect that to happen sometimes. So it's like, oh, this, like, these humans can do these amazing things because they train, like, you know, the 6 powers or whatever. It's like you can explain that by, oh, it's military training, you know, and it's like fantastical stuff that doesn't really make sense, but it also, like, in the One Piece universe, they've established that this is how human bodies work in the One Piece universe, so it's just something to be expected, you know. Same with, you know, Sanji can kick so hard that his foot goes on fire, and Zoro like can attack at range with his swords, despite like, you know, that not making too much sense either. Like, all of this stuff, it makes sense because One Piece has established that this sort of stuff can happen, right? And so because of that, I watch something like Brook's soul leaving his body, and I just think, okay, well, it's because he's kind of a ghost or whatever, so it makes sense, and they can see it just because it's a narrative thing. It makes sense for them to react to a ghost that's there or whatever. But they're actually like giving it a reason based around the power base that they've already established in the show, which is the revive fruit actually does like change his soul in a way, or power his soul, or make his soul more tethered to this world, something along those lines. But it's very cool regardless. And we know his sword now is called Soul Solid, which is pretty sick as well. But best moment of the episode was Luffy using Red Hawk. What a cool move. And I loved that, like, he does the punch and then it's cutting back and forth between him and Ace punching, like, just to show, you know, he's trying not to let anyone else die, and he's got Ace on his mind, and so because of that, he does an Ace-inspired move to try to take Hordy out as well. It's so good, and it's really, really great. I love it. So, alright, let's move on to the next episode. Oh yeah, and Chopper can control monster form. Great job, Chopper. Let's move on to 566. Here we go. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. That's the cube done. Wow, that felt quick. I wonder how long that one was. I'm probably gonna forget to check. Okay, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not listening, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not listening. So she's gonna watch from just outside the bubble. Guess it makes sense. I mean, what's she gonna go in the bubble and just sit there? Oh, can't I? Oh! Oh, shit! Damn! God damn, now he's using shave. Oh, God. Oh my God, this is a legit fight now! Oh, and they're in like a, it looks like a coliseum. It's not, obviously, but it looks like one. I wonder if he's gonna whip out any new moves in this battle. Nice. I doubt he whips out another gear, but be cool if he whipped out something. Oh, Red Hawk again! Oh shit! He had Bakugo's quirk for a second. Yep, grows his teeth back. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. You need to make a new move. Right now. Giant Red Hawk. Go into third gear. I thought he could, for sure. Oh, he's not. He's just taking more and more drugs. Honestly, if we were able to just wait him out, we'd win. But we don't have time to wait him out. Hell yeah, you do. Awesome. He sounds like a Titan. Like, he sounds like the cart Titan, I think. That's what I'm thinking of. It's so slow. What the fuck? What the fuck? He's got an arrow on his head. What's your ultimate weapon? Centaur mode? Oh no, here we go. Sanji does not give a shit. Okay, Jinbei, what's your plan? Just gonna fishman karate him away? Knock him into the Noah? I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but... Alright. Gotta bring out an awesome move. Is this a halfway point or are we done? It's halfway point. I couldn't remember what part of the episode we were in. Oh. Oh, she's just gonna... Oh, he's wetting himself. Oh shit, that's pretty sick. That's awesome. Oh. I like the animation there. Oh. That's a lot of bites. What happened? No one's around to save him, so he just took it? Oh, Jesus. Oh! I love her screaming. I mean, I don't love it, but I love how well it's done. Oh. Oh! Third gear! Yes! Oh. Here we go. Is it gonna be a giant red hawk? He very well could. No, it's just elephant gun, okay. Woo! Oh, fuck! Oh, nice! Oh, shit! Oh, God. He's so fucked up. That's a kind of terrifying drawing, honestly. Oh my God. Both hands. Oh my God. Gum giant Gatling? Elephant Gatling? Yeah. Oh shit. Just fucking destroy the Noah. Oh, that's like Kasumi from Jujutsu Kaisen. And Nobunaga from Hunter x Hunter. You're already cut. That's fucking awesome. That's so cool. Okay. I like how the translator actually made it a haiku. Oh shit. Nice. Oh. Well, that's weird as hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Impact Wolf, jeez. Yeah, fuck him up. Yeah. I mean, Chopper in monster form is incredibly powerful. So now that he can control it, he's very strong. It's like we're getting the conclusion of all these battles at once. I kind of like it. Oh, oh shit! Yeah, he dried him right up. His biggest fear. Oh my gosh. Vagabond drill. Oh! Jesus! Uh-huh. Hell Memories is a pretty cool name though. Oh, so you're just kicking him back down. I thought you'd be kicking him up towards the Noah. Nice. This is cool. We're getting some climaxes of so many fights. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Hordy's fucked up. Oh, good stuff. What a cool episode. I found that very satisfying, the way that they sort of set up all of the battles to be, because I did think it was like a little strange when it was like, Franky was like, now I'm going to use my secret move or like my final move or whatever. And Usopp being like, all right, I've set up my trap. And like all these characters, like they were about to reach their coolest moments. And then they kept cutting away. And I was like, we're not getting any satisfying conclusion to this, but they were setting it all up for the end of the episode where we did get a satisfying conclusion to all of them. I say conclusion, it's possible like some, if not all of them, will still have another phase or two, but I don't know. I feel like that could have been the end of all of those battles, and it's a very satisfying way to do it. I love doing it all back to back to back instead of having like an episode based around Brook versus what's his name, Zeo. Instead of having an episode based around him and an episode based around Zoro and the whatever guy, and like that's really how I thought they would do it. But having it, they're all happening simultaneously and they all conclude one after another is so satisfying. It shows how strong the Straw Hats are. It shows sort of how in sync we are. It's a really good way to do this, I think, and it keeps me engaged the entire time, you know? Like, I don't start an episode and go like, oh, this is the Chopper and that guy episode, and so I sort of like, part of me drifts off a little bit, you know? Because I'm like, well, because I will be thinking about, like, I just can't wait till we get to the Luffy fight or whatever. But instead, it's been going at a decent, like, it's been progressing in a decent way, I feel like. I like it. I think this is still like this arc. I feel like now we are at the point / slightly past the point where the main people would have complained about like this arc and said that this is a you know, a low point of One Piece or whatever, right? And like I get it. I definitely think this arc has some problems in it. A few personal problems early on in the arc, and then definitely some pacing issues in sort of in the middle-ish of the arc. But you know, other than that, so far, I mean, I'm coming towards the end of this arc. We have what, 7 episodes left of it,
And I am pretty satisfied with it overall, you know? And that makes me happy because of a decent amount of people saying this is like one of their least favorite arcs in the show. If this is considered a low point of the show and I enjoyed it this much, that's very good news. That's really, really good. But I mean, I think it also helps that the low point was after the Summit War saga, where like we had been missing the Straw Hats so much that I think there's still a part of me that's just glad they're back together, and that's also helping the arc feel better. I like it a lot, you know. Yeah, Chopper can just use his monster form for 3 minutes now and he won't be out of control. So that's going to be very powerful. Now the only issue is time limit. But that, like, his monster form has been shown to be exceptionally powerful. So if he can control it, we're in good hands. The whole time limit aspect of things is a thing that I see in Battle Shonen and a lot of other stuff a lot. And it's a pretty good way to do stuff like this, where it's like, this character's, their disadvantage is their time limit, but a lot of the time, like, we can't just wait it out. You know, so that character can get like an incredible power up, and you can basically give them a power up that the sky's the limit on the power level, because you know that you've given them a major downside, which is they can only do it for this short amount of time. In doing that, you do allow the show to go all out with this power scaling while also not like heavily imbalancing the world, you know? So Hordy can be this powerful, insanely powerful, because we know that each time he's eating more of these steroids, he's fucking his body up more and more and more. So this isn't sustainable at all. And if he were to win this fight, I've said this in a previous video, if he were to win this fight and kill all the Straw Hats, he would probably die afterwards or be really, really fucked up. I don't think he'd be able to stand up to anything else, you know? But obviously the problem is we're trying to save the people that are here, the fishmen that are here, because they're the ones that will die if he wins today. So yeah, I think that's really fun and interesting, and it's a good way to do stories like this, is to give the character some sort of time limit. Yeah, there was some cool moves, man. Impact Wolf was really sick, and Brooks move like that. I really love that moment where he's talking, he's like, don't enter this circle. If you enter this circle, then I'll destroy you. And Brooks like, sorry, I already entered the circle and cut you. Shing! It's really great. I love the gimmick of Brook. The person doesn't get cut until they, like, it's a classic trope, you know, like a samurai trope. But like the fact that with him, they like purposefully extend it out. It's like a joke in the universe and an actual sort of power kind of almost that he has, where it's like it will be like he can sheath his blade like most of the way, and he's purposefully choosing when to like detonate it. I really like that, because a lot of the time when media does that, like them sheathing their sword is just supposed to be like a dramatic moment of like they can have their final line until the person realizes that they've been cut. But with Brook, it's like he's allowed to talk as long as he wants, because it's almost like his move won't activate until he clicks it in. It's a really fun way to do that character and have his battles be done. And it's also, it must be good for the animators as well, because they don't need to animate him doing an awesome move, and it's still fucking awesome. Like, they just animate him walking away and going click. And it for some reason, every time I'm like, oh, that was the most hyped thing. It was so good. So yeah. They do a great job. Anyway, that's One Piece, episodes 564, 565, and 566. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this channel. I'm a small channel, so please support me as much as you can. Liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, as well as early access. You can get the next 20 or so episodes on my Patreon account right now in full-length version, or you can join my YouTube membership down below to get 2 edited videos early and a lot of other great stuff. You can basically finish Fishman Island by joining my YouTube membership right now, and you get the edited versions of them on this YouTube channel. You don't even have to leave YouTube to do that. It's honestly too cheap, but fuck it. I've put it up now. So go check that out. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.